Hi, how are you? Wait, let me pin this thing because today is not one of those days that I used to hold this thing in my hand. I don't feel like holding anything. I want my hands to be free today. Yeah, it's perfect. How are you doing? Are you doing all right? You can see that I am bouncing in the Lord. I said, let me gist you people. It's been a while since I did story time video or where. So I said, let me come and tell you people what happened to me on the very first day of 2023. See, what happened to me has never happened to me before in my life. But I'm going to tell you the story. But before I start, I want to ask you, have you seen my face before? This beautiful face you're looking at, have you looked upon it before? I know you're wondering, Madekali na this YouTube. People are too much on this YouTube. Who is this woman again? Where did she come out from? It's you that did not know that I've been here. I've been here, Tete. Almost 3 years now I've been here. You're the one that did not care to find me. But now that you have found me, please don't leave without subscribing. Jukwese, ask my yard people that are on this channel. Iga like yang. Iga like yang very, very well because we're very fun, and you're just gonna like us. Anyway, I said let me gist you people what happened to me on the very first day of this year. Let me shock you. It's been a while since I went to church last too. As a matter of fact, oh my god, 2 years since I went to church last. And it's not kuku my fault. Is it not COVID? Should be COVID came 2020, everywhere now locked down. Okay, they all of us should enter inside our house and close the door. So we enter house and close the door, and we're not going to church. And then now because of COVID, everything started happening online. That's when we now knew that what we can do online, the possibilities are endless. You can now do board meeting online. You can now do work meeting online. You can do church service online. We can now do fellowships and everything online. Church offering, tithe and everything. We now do everything online. And because of that, I did not go to church again. I was online. I was doing it online. That's what I'm trying to say. So I said that all those things were going to change 2023, and then I decided to go to church. You know that New Year's Day fell in on a Sunday. This church I went to, All Stars International Church here in Los Angeles, California. I had never been there in my life. I said I was going to go that Sunday. And I carried my car, and off I went. And then as I was leaving the house, my husband too was leaving the house. He was going to, where was he even going that day? I can't even remember, but Shasha, he was going out. And I did not know the way to the church, so I used GPS. I entered the address in my car GPS system, and then it was now directing me. That's how I got to somewhere that I did not know. And I now say hearing one loud voice. Not voice, what am I saying? Why did I say voice? I said hearing one loud noise. Whoa, sounding like airplane. I was like, where is this sound coming from? Is there an airport around this place? I was driving. Is there an airport around here? Is there an airplane flying overhead? I said, wait, let it not be my tire that is making this noise. I now parked on one side of the road. I did not even park well. I just wanted to just pop out of my car and check. I now parked on one side. I now came out barefoot. I now looked. I now saw that the back tire of the driver's side was flat. So it was my rim. My rim that was rolling on the tar on the main road. That was that loud noise I was hearing. Hey, I say I have entered problem. What am I going to do? Because never ever in my life, in all my life that I've been driving, in all my 13 years that I've been driving, have I ever had a flat tire? Not in Nigeria, not in America. That's how it now came and happened to me in America. On the first day of 2023, I said, wait, first, let me clear to one side. But thank God, I looked across the road and saw that there was space on the other side, and it was not a red zone. So I now managed to turn my car, driving on that rim, and then the other tires, and I went and parked in one slot there. So I now parked there. I was like, hey, what am I going to do? And we didn't even have AAA, because my husband was talking about getting AAA for us. AAA, for those of you that are not in the US, is like instant mechanic service. Maybe that's what it is. Because help me to explain it if you know it very well, or Google it. Okay, no, I will Google it for you. Don't mind me. I will Google it and put it on the screen. That's what AAA is. Okay, so I now called my husband to tell him that, see what I'm going through on the main road. The man did not answer. He did not answer. Phone, he did not pick this call. I called him like 3 times, he did not pick. But I did not blame him because he was driving. Remember, I mentioned that we left the house at the same time. Yeah, so he didn't pick, and I knew, okay, he's driving. And then I said, okay, let me wait a little while. And then I now called one of our family friends as well to tell him that, see you, my tire have burst on the main road. He now said that his insurance, our insurance, I was going to call, but I didn't have the number. I said I call him my husband again because he's the one that has the insurance information, details and all that. He still did not answer. And then I say, God, so does it mean that I'm not gonna go to church today? I said, devil, you are a liar. Nothing is going to stop me from going to church. No matter when I get this tire fixed, I will go to church. I did not even know. See, okay, you know how I have the idea. We all have the idea, but you don't have idea of how to fix tire. Me, I have the idea of how to fix tire. I know that you bring out your jack your motor upstairs, and then bring out your spare tire and fix it. Is that not it? It sounds easy, but trust me, it's harder than it sounds. Anyway, I now came down from my car. I was in that car for about 20 minutes thinking of what to do, calling my husband and all. And I said, let me come down and see if I can get the jack and see if I can figure out something. We watch YouTube video and learn. I now came down from the car. I located where the jack was in the car. See, let me tell you something. My fellow women that are watching this video, go and learn how to change your car tire. It's very, very important. I learned it that day. Anyway, so I now came down. I found the jack. To bring it out problem, the thing hook. I was dragging this thing did not come out. I was now like, hey God, how will I bring this thing out? I couldn't even figure out how to bring it out. I now came out again. I went to sit in the car. And I prayed, God, please help me. How can this be happening to me on the first day of the year? Did I commit crime by saying, let me go to church? Is it a punishment for not going to church all these years? So while I was there praying, it's like I just heard a voice say, I should look on the other side of the road. I now looked on the other side of the road. I now saw one guy wearing overall. You know all those mechanic overall. Hey! I said, Jesus, you are awesome. I ran out of the car. I waved at him. As I was even raising my hand to wave, he turned and looked at me. I didn't even need to say anything. He too did not need to say anything. He just turned and looked at me. And then as he looked at me, his eye went straight to my flat tire. And he told me, he's coming. Hey, Nkutsu. As in, I was so relieved. So when he now came, and then as he was crossing the road, another car was parking, a Mexican guy, a nice Mexican guy. He now wound down and asked me if I needed help. I told him yes, I had a flat tire. But then this other guy wearing the overalls waved him away and told him that he shouldn't worry, that he should go, that he would help me. I was so happy. This man now came. So he now managed to bring out that jack. It turned out that there was a bolt holding the jack, and that I had to also turn the jack to reduce it, because when they put it in there, they increase it so that it will hook. So he had to turn that thing they used to turn in the jack so that the thing will now come down and come out of that compartment where it was. Hey, oh my God! So he brought out that thing, the jack, and then we went. He now kept it by the side. We were now looking for spare tire. We did not know where the spare tire of the car was. You know that normally in normal cars, spare tire used to be in the trunk, that's the boot of the car, under a compartment. Is it that there or under the car itself, depending on the kind of car you have? So we looked under the car, it was not there. There was no compartment in the trunk. What we did that day, he now said, okay, that sometimes that some cars used to have their spare tire compartments under the seats of the car. He now said, okay, let's try and lift out the seats of the car. He went on Google to Google how to bring out the seats of Honda Odyssey. He tried, he brought out one seat. He said, no, there's no compartments here. He put it back. I now noticed that at the back, one near the window, I don't know how to describe it, that there was a curved shape by the side. I told him that, are you sure there's no tire inside here? He said, nah, that's too small. That compartment is too small. No, I said, okay, he knows better. He's the one wearing overall, not me. So he kept on looking for it. And then I told him, wait, let's check this compartment. It looks like there's somewhere you can put hand and open that thing. He now said, okay. He now came and opened it. Immediately he opened this, we saw the tire. This man was happy. He gave me high five. We gave ourselves high five. It was just so funny that day. We were so happy. I was so happy that, because I was already panicking that way too. is it that this car does not have spare tire? Sha sha sha, we found the spare tire. You know how spare tire used to be, all this tingling something that used to be like this, very small, smaller than the normal car tire. Sha sha sha, we brought out the car tire. Long story short, he fixed it, but he now showed me something. He now showed me that my tire, the one that got flat, had a slash, that it looks like somebody slashed it or stabbed it with a knife or something. I say, who do I know? He now asked me that, is there anybody, do I know anybody that doesn't want me to drive my car, or somebody that has anything against me that will slash my tire and all that? I said, no. Who will want to slash my tire? But I think, because I think what happened was, that time on my way to church, there was a flat bump somewhere along the road. I don't know, I didn't see that bump. And then I climbed over that bump with speed, not really speed, sha. You know how when you're moving, sha, like driving 40 mph or whatever, or 45 mph, you just speed over something. Not long after that thing, not long after I hit that small bump, I started hearing that sound that my tire had burst. So I feel like that's what happened. But it was a bad tear. I don't even know if that tire can be patched. I think it's just to throw that tire away and get a new one, or a fairly used one that is still in good condition. Anyway, he helped me change the tire. We changed the, did I say we? All I helped him do was to locate where the spare tire was. So it's not me that did all the hard lifting. But I told him to teach me. He taught me a lot about how to change my tire by myself. So if it happens to me again, I know how to go about it. It's just that the strength of a woman is different from the strength of a man, and you know that thing, you need strength to be able to tighten the bolt very well. But now I know how to do it anyway. So long story short, I went to church. I was late, but I got to church. But then I remember feeling some type of way that, God, is this how I'm going to start this year? Having a flat tire? But then, do you know what God said to me? He asked me that, didn't he finally send me somebody to help me? So he taught me a valuable lesson from that thing. I feel like he just wanted me to know that this year I will never be stuck in a rut. That this year I will never be in an impossible situation that I do not know how to get out of. So he did it to show me that no matter the situation I find myself, he's always going to send me help. That's what I choose to take away from that situation, that God is always there, my ever-present help in time of need. See, that guy, it's not like there was any mechanic workshop around there. He actually went to buy himself a stick of cigarettes. I don't know where he was going, I don't know where he was coming from, but he was at the right place at the right time, just to save me out of that situation. And he tried for me. I was so grateful to him. I gave him money, sha. Actually, me as something, of course. But I was so happy that God sent this guy. If he did not send that guy, what would I have done? So that's what I chose to take away from that situation. God whispered it to me that he's just letting me know that this 2023, I will never be stuck in a rut. And I just hold on to that with all my might and with all my heart, that God is always there. He's always there to help me. And he will never let me struggle in a situation that I can't help myself out of. He will always send me helpers. Yeah. So I said, let me come and share the story with you and the lesson I learned from it. I hope you enjoyed watching. So tell me, how was the first week of 2023? What really happened? What really happened? Gist us. Let's gist in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're gonna see ourselves in the next video. Kills. Mwah! I gotta tell you something I could do. I could be running around chasing you, but I won't, 'cause I got better things to do. Rather spend my precious time